the site reveals the best power forwards for the 2023 NBA season. To quench our curiosity, today we bring you this very interesting article about the 10 best basketball players of 2023. See now, without further ado, the best current players in the basketball community. Number 10, Mikal Bridges. After 4 years in the NBA, Mikal Bridges enters the list of the best forwards for the 2023 season. Although the Phoenix Suns athlete was in rankings of the main defenders, Bleacher Report believes that he is already part of the elite of the position. But it makes sense. Although Bridges has more defense concerns on the Arizona team, he improved his offensive numbers last season. In 2021-22, the player averaged 14.2 points in about 34 minutes of action. According to the Basketball Reference website, it is projected to reach around 14.7 in 2022-23. It is worth remembering that, although Bridges is fourth or, at times, fifth option for the Suns, he scored 27 points as his best mark in the previous campaign. Number 9, Chris Middleton, Milwaukee Bucks. Underrated or overrated? Here, in the list of the best wingers for 2023 in the NBA, Chris Middleton seems to be in the first option. Your salary, however, indicates the latter. In any case, the Milwaukee Bucks athlete had 20.1 points, 5.4 rebounds and 5.4 assists, in addition to a 37.3% three-pointer, after 2 seasons above 40%. But Middleton was sorely missed by the Bucks in the playoffs. The injury that took him out of the match against the Boston Celtics was crucial to the final result, 2 defeats by 20 points or more. Although the "if" doesn't play, the player is often Milwaukee's first-choice offense when star Giannis Antetokounmpo is struggling on the offensive end. For next season, Middleton is projected to score 22.0 points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.8 assists per 36 minutes, according to the Basketball Reference website. Number 8, DeMar DeRozan, Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls were one of the pleasant surprises at the start of the previous season, but dropped in production throughout the campaign. Despite the result being far from the best expectations, DeMar DeRozan was very important to not allow the Bulls to fall to the play-in. In his first year on the Illinois team, DeRozan was the standout, even at age 33. But DeRozan couldn't work miracles. After the injury of Lonzo Ball, a great defender and organizer, the Bulls did not have the same consistency. So, without him, the veteran needed to be the main driver of plays in Chicago. As a result, he averaged 27.9 points, 5.2 rebounds and 4.9 assists. By the way, the score was a personal best. Until then, DeRozan had 27.3 points as a best mark, in 2016-17. For next season, however, Basketball Reference indicates that he will have around 25.6 points, 5.5 decisive passes and 5.1 rebounds. It's far from bad, but Zach LaVine is expected to have more room to produce on offense. Number 7, Brandon Ingram, New Orleans Pelicans. Well, maybe it's a surprise to see Brandon Ingram at number 7, but he's got a lot of talent. There is some hope that the New Orleans Pelicans will fight for better positions in the Western Conference, but Ingram would be the big name of the team. According to projections, the athlete should reach around 24.3 points, 6.0 rebounds and 5.5 assists. It is worth remembering that, for 2022-23, the Pelicans will have the return of Zion Williamson to the courts. While it remains to be seen whether he will play without a restriction on minutes, Williamson is a huge asset to help Ingram. So it's good to expect the duo to make a difference in the team that won just 36 games in 2021-22. Despite Ingram not having an all-star call-up in the past 2 seasons, the Pelicans player can paint at 22/23. Number 6, Paul George, Los Angeles Clippers. Paul George was out of action for much of the 21-22 campaign through injury. However, the athlete, who can play as a shooting guard or power forward for the Los Angeles Clippers, is extremely talented on both sides of the court. Healthy, George can help take the Clippers to the top spots in the West. However, George comes from 3 seasons playing fewer games than expected. Despite there being an agreement with the direction and the technical commission for him not to play all of them, there were many games due to injuries. However, apparently none of this interferes with his performance on the court. In the 21-22 season, for example, he produced 24.3 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 5.7 assists, enough numbers to place himself among the best forwards in the NBA for 2023. Number 5, Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat. There is a difference, especially in recent seasons, between regular season Jimmy Butler and playoff Jimmy Butler. While Butler had 21.4 points and 5.9 rebounds in the 21-22 regular season, he produced 27.4 points and 7.4 rebounds in the playoffs. That is, he assumes the role of protagonist in the Miami Heat when he really needs to. But Butler knows that, to fight for titles, the Heat needs reinforcements. Not for less, he was active in conversations with the direction to try to hire Kevin Durant, for example. However, the difficulties are enormous, as the Brooklyn Nets are asking too much for their star. Butler is one of the best forwards in the NBA, but for 2023, he'll have to work a little harder in the regular season. He'll be 33 next season and he's not getting any younger. Number 4, LeBron James, Los Angeles Lakers. Speaking of not getting any younger, LeBron James will be 38 in December. But his situation with the Los Angeles Lakers is far from as pleasant as Jimmy Butler's with the Miami Heat. With the salary cap in place, the Lakers are unable to make big signings and the team may not make the playoffs again. However, it is difficult to bet against LeBron. According to Giannis Antetokounmpo, the star is still the best player in the league. So, if the Greek believes, it's good to keep an eye out. And reasons exist. Next season, James is set to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. According to the projection of the Basketball Reference website, LeBron should make about 27.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 6.8 assists in his 20th season in the league. Number 3, Kawhi Leonard, Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard missed last season due to a knee injury. However, the forward is ready to start training with the Los Angeles Clippers as usual. Leonard is one of the best players in the league, if healthy. Twice NBA champion, MVP of the 2 finals, the star should replace the Clippers among the main contenders for the title. Despite not appearing in over a year, Leonard is expected to enter the next campaign with no minutes restriction. According to ESPN's Om Youngmisuk, Kawhi has recently come out of the recovery phase and should be doing 5-on-5 training soon. Therefore, much is expected of the athlete for the next campaign. Number 2, Kevin Durant, Brooklyn Nets. The most popular name in rumors for next season, Kevin Durant wants to leave as soon as possible. However, everyone already understood that it will not be easy. The Brooklyn Nets are asking too much, but there are teams with more chances, like the Philadelphia 76ers and Boston Celtics. Durant reiterated the exchange request to Joe Tsai, owner of the Nets, and gave an ultimatum: if Tsai fires Sean Marks, GM, and Steve Nash, coach, he can stay. However, the representative warned, via social networks, that he will support the two until the end. That is, Durant will leave. When? No one has the answer yet, but it's possible it will happen before training starts next month. Number 1, Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics. You may not agree, but Jason Tatum is at the top of the best wingers in the NBA for 2023. According to the Bleacher Report website, of course. But Tatum showed a lot of evolution during his career and his next step is to win a championship with the Boston Celtics. It even came close, but the Massachusetts team lost the decision to the Golden State Warriors. However, the 24-year-old Tatum has yet to reach the top of his basketball. The forward recorded averages of 26.9 points, 8.0 rebounds, and 4.4 assists in the regular phase, but showed a drop in performance in the playoffs, when he had 25.6 points and 6.7 rebounds. To make matters worse, Tatum received a lot of criticism for excessive attacking errors in the knockout rounds, especially in the finals. He, who in no playoff edition had surpassed the average of 2.8 turnovers, committed 4.2 in 21-22. But then again, he's very young and he can get better. Then, what did you think? Comment. Subscribe to our channel. All NBA information is here at Golden State's Warriors Hot News. Analytics, stats, and tips. Subscribe, like and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our content.